Hello, is screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as everyone has joined, okay. So yesterday we discussed about the predefined data structures. Okay, today is date 16, and yesterday we discussed about these four topics. And if you face any kind of problem in practical, you can ask me anytime in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so it is not like you can only ask in the class. If you have any doubt at any time, you can directly write the problem in WhatsApp group, and you can also share the screenshot of the problem, whatever you face, if you want. Okay, so that we can easily understand the problem. And I'm not the only one to answer the questions. If someone is asking some question, and if anyone knows the answer, okay, so he or she can answer. It is not I'll be the only person to reply. Anyone can reply. Okay, so you can share your problems, your doubts into the group. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about the vector, and I told you that these four topics, these four predefined classes are very important for everything like core Java data structures, data science, machine learning, and AI, or any kind of application development. We'll be using all these four classes, and all these four classes are in which package? Java.util package. Okay, whenever we write asterisk sign here, it means we want to import everything from this util package. But if you want to specify a specific thing, then you can also do so, like vector, import java.util.vector. Okay, we also have date class here. Okay, if you want to work with date, like the current system date and time, not like correct date and time, system date and time. Okay, Java does not know what is the what is the correct date or incorrect date. It knows nothing. It just knows what is your current system date and time. Like right now I have 9:19 p.m. Okay, and it is IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, and 7th, sorry, 4th July 2023. So it only knows the current system date and time, not like it does not know what is correct or incorrect. It only knows the current system date and time. Okay, so let's finish all these topics today, and all these topics are very important for any kind of application development, or any topic, any technology, anything related to software development or data. Okay, anything related to data also. So let's start working with these classes. Is the recording on? Yes. So we already have discussed about vector, okay, yesterday. Mm, Now, if you want to work with date, okay, like if you want to print the current system date and time, so what you have to do, date d or whatever you want equal to new date. Okay. In which package this date class is available? java.util.date. Okay. So this is the date. System.out.println date. Okay. We have just printed this date. See, Tuesday, July 4, 21 means like it 9:21. Okay, 21 means 9. If you calculate it in 24 hours, it will be 9 p.m. Okay, IST means Indian Standard Time. That is the zone 2023. Tuesday, July 4th, 9:21 21 minutes 11 seconds IST Indian Standard Time and 2023. Okay, so it will just print the current date and time. Get month. Okay, run Java. See, 6. It is the 6th month. So get date dot. If you only print date, so it will print all the things. It will print all the things like what is the day, what is the month, date, time, zone, year. But if you want to print only the current month, so date dot get month, get minutes, get hours, get day, get date, get seconds, get year. Get year means only year. Okay. See, sorry, get year. See, 2023. In year side, you have to add 1900 every time. Okay. So it will return you the exact year because get year only calculates how many year how many years have been passed since 1900. So if you want to get the exact year, you have to add 1900. And like other things are like, okay, get month or get seconds, get minutes. Okay. And Java C, 23 minute, get hour, get hours, sorry, capital H. It is 21. Okay. So date completed. Now you tell me that is there anyone who has any doubt with this date class? Tell me. Or it is okay. It is clear.
Yeah, clear.
So this date class is required like almost everywhere when you work with database. Okay. Like when a specific record was created, when a user has signed up into your application, when someone has like posted on social media, when you had texted someone on WhatsApp or any application. If you talk about WhatsApp application or Facebook Messenger or any kind of like messenger app, messaging app, everywhere like this date is required because every time you have to know what is the exact date and time when someone has texted you on any application like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Twitter, any application. Like if you want to talk about like suppose there is a Facebook page and we want to post something on the Facebook page. See, there is an example. See, 4 days. Friday, see, Friday 30th June 2023 at 12:54. Okay, so everywhere you will need this date class. Doesn't matter like what kind of application you are working with, everywhere you will need this date class. Okay, and if you want only hours, so you have to use get hours method, get hours, get minutes, get seconds. Okay, get days, get day. Hmm, run this. See, two means Monday is 1 and Tuesday is 2, Sunday is 0. Okay, now we want to print it in 3 letters, like for Monday MON, for Tuesday TUE, for Sunday SUN. What do we have to do? We have to pass it in switch case. Sorry, switch date dot get day. Okay, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 0, case 5, case 6. That's all. 0 to 6, like 7. Break. Here we have to print for 0 Sunday. There will be no default. Okay, because we will only get 0 to 6 here, nothing else. See, just print it. Tuesday, as today is Tuesday. That's all. It was all about date class. So we have completed date class. Now we already have discussed vector. Like we can use vector to store any kind of data. It doesn't matter like what the specific data type is. You can store integer data, you can store float, you can store double, you can store object of any class. We already have discussed it yesterday. Okay, so let's have an example again. Vector v equal to new vector. Okay, so this is a data structure. It can store any kind of data and any number of data. That is the best part. If you create an array, so we have some restriction of its size. If you have the array of size 10, you can only store 10 elements. If you have the size 20, 50, or like 100, or anything the sizes, you can store only that number of elements. But what if we want to create an array of like variable length, or like without any length? The size will be flexible. We don't have to mention the size. Okay, we don't have to mention the size. The size will be all like automatically increased and decreased. We don't have to mention the size. So that is the best part of it. So we can add v dot add. Add means like 15. And always remember, whatever we add here, it is just an object. It is not integer value. This 15 is not an integer value. This is an object of integer type, as we discussed yesterday about wrapper classes in Java. Okay, we discussed about wrapper classes. So this is an object of integer class. This is not an integer value, int data type. This is not the primitive data type value. It is an object of integer class. Okay, And you can also write this as new integer 15. See, this is the same as what we had before this. If you write v dot add 15, you can also write that. See, both are same. This 90 is not a normal integer value. It is an object of integer class like this. Okay. So always remember, whatever we add into vector, everything it considers an object. Okay. It always stores object. V dot add uh, v dot add. We want to store some string value like Kolkata. V dot add some boolean value false. Okay. Now let's see the size of this vector. System.out.println v dot size. Okay. So it will print 4. Okay. Run Java. See, it will print 4. Now you tell me, anyone can tell me, like if we want to store data, hmm, at third position, what we have to do? Suppose if you want to print here, okay, run Java. It is printing 1590 Kolkata false. Okay. 1590 Kolkata false. So if we want to add like India after Kolkata, what I have to do here? Tell me. V dot add. This one we have to use index and object to
Prefer index
parameterized.
and element.
Yeah,
Index
the
comma
third
element.
index and India. Okay. See, as the index starts with 0. Okay. If you want to restrict this vector with a specific data type, like we want to store a specific type of data into this vector, we want to restrict. So what you have to do? You have to write in angle bracket the specific data type, and this specific data type can be like a user defined class or predefined class. And here you have to mention, if you want to store only integer value, you have to write like this. You cannot write like primitive data types. You cannot write like this int. As I told you that always remember every data structure here, as we are discussing about vector. So vector stores, vector considers everything, every data as an object. Okay. So you have to pass only class name here. You can only pass class name here. So if you want to store integer value, you have to write integer. If you want to store float value, you have to write float, string, string. Any user defined class or predefined class, you can write here class. Okay. So see, this is the error, red underline. You can only store integer values. Now it is correct. 15 and 90. $15 and 90. Okay. So that's all about vectors. Now let's discuss array list. So if we have discussed about vectors, array list in Java, go to docs.oracle.com, array list, see, add index, everything is like same. Java vector, see, add, here we have add, add two parameterized, add all collection, add all clear clone contains capacity, clear clone contains. Okay, so if you practice all the methods of this vector class, okay, it means you have already completed ArrayList. Okay, you can also say ArrayList is a subset of vector. See, ArrayList list equal to new ArrayList. Okay, in the list it is empty, it has nothing. List dot add new integer 15. Okay, list dot add new integer 15. Run Java. See, it has 15 only. List dot add 60. Run Java. It has 15 and 60. Okay. If you want to restrict this array list, same as vector, integer. See, run Java. If you add list dot add hello, okay, it will be the error. See, the method add integer in the type array list is not applicable for the argument string. You cannot add string. It means if you practice all the methods of vector, you have already practiced array list. Okay, and list is also same. So vector is important. Okay, you can use array list or list. List is also same. Java list class list. See, add two parameterized, add all clear contains get. Here we don't have clone. Okay, as here we had clone. See, clone returns a clone. Clone means duplicate of that, like array you can say, or like you can also say data structure, but we don't have clone here. Okay, so these are like subsets. List and array list is subset of vector, you can say. Remove set, okay, replaces the element at the specified position in this list with the specified element. A element at specific index will be replaced by this specific element set. Okay, so rs, here we have set. See, if you want to replace something, like we have 15 and 60. Okay, so list dot set one index and 11. Now print it. 15 and 11. 15 and 11. It means we have replaced the element at index 1 with 11. Okay. So list and array list, you can say subsets of this vector. If you complete all the methods of vector, it means you are completing list and array list. We have already completed date. Okay. Now there are few other methods which we have to practice. Okay. So what methods we have to practice? See, we have this. Now we want to sort this in ascending or descending order. We want to reverse the list. What we have to do? Okay. List dot sort. Okay. So comparator Java vector sort method. Okay. So okay, collections dot sort. Okay. Collections dot sort list. So if you want to sort like collections, we will discuss it. Okay. Collection. Collections class we are using here to sort a list. Okay. Now let's print the list. See, 11, 15, 99, 111, 456. It has sorted the data in ascending order. If we want to sort a list, how you can sort that? Collections dot sort. Okay. And you can pass the list. Collections dot sort, and you can pass the list. Okay. And if you want to sort it in descending order, then see, you have to sort like this. Okay. Hmm, okay, you have to pass the list. Now, if you print a list, it's sorted in descending order. Why we have overridden this? As this compare method is available in this comparator class. So collections dot sort, if you use, it will sort the data in ascending order. Doesn't matter what kind of data is this, like if it is an integer or float or string also. It can also sort string data. Okay. So collections dot sort list. So it will sort the data in ascending order. But what if you want to sort the data in descending order? Just use this. I'll share this code also today. Okay. Because how to sort the data, how to add, how to restrict. Okay.
What does it mean actually? What is it doing? It's calling
See,
contact.
collections dot sort. If you write the list, if you pass the list, it will sort the data in ascending order. And if you want to pass the sort the data in descending order, you have to pass two things. See, this is two parameterized. The first one is list, what list you want to sort, and the second is, this is the criteria, like new comparator integer. As we are passing integer value, we have integer value here. If you have float value here, you have to write float, float, float. If you have double, you have to write double, double, double. Okay, so new comparator, it means to sort the data in descending order, you have to use comparator. Okay, so see,
So what is
comparator.
it? That's a class, is it? That's a separate comparator class.
Sorry.
Comparator is the class again. Some
Yeah, it is
created
predefined
from.
class in Java util.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. Collections is also a predefined class in Java util. So
Mm.
collections is used to sort the data, and it always
Yes.
sorts the data in ascending order by default. But if you want to sort the data in descending order, okay, so you have to use collection.sort, means I want to sort, but here we are passing some conditions. Okay, so new comparator, you have to mention the data type here, what kind of data you have in this list. Okay, and override public int compare, you have to write like this. You can also write this in single line, public int
What is
compare
that
int.
override for? What does it mean?
Override
Right.
means, override means in comparator class we have compare method. See, Java comparator class. Method summary. See, compare. T means this is the template. Okay, template means the class name. Okay, the class name. So integer O1, integer O2. O1 means you can write whatever you want here. It is just a variable name. Okay. So compare its two arguments for order. So this compare method, we are not creating ourselves. We are just overriding, as this comparator class already has this compare method, but we are writing here. It means we are overriding. Override means the parent class already has this, and we are writing it again. We are rewriting. That is the override. We are rewriting. If you don't write this, override. Okay. If you don't write this, still it is okay. Okay. But override means we just mention that this method is already available in the parent class or like comparator class, whatever we are using here. So if you want, you can write at the rate override, or you can leave it. Doesn't matter. But what shows this? What this shows? It shows that this compare method is already available inside this class. Okay. And we are just overriding. We are rewriting the method. Okay. So this is the code. And I also like forget sometimes. That is why like I just copy pasted this from the website. Okay. So this is how we sort the data in descending order. Doesn't matter if it is integer or string. You just have to change this only according to the data type. Okay. So we have completed. Uh, we have
Because so whenever we use when we're using some pre-existing classes, right? When we wanted to reuse a method, we would have to use this override, right? Add
Yeah,
override.
yeah,
Okay.
like overriding, method overriding. Okay, we discussed
Okay.
already in the previous class, like last 3 or 4 classes before.
Right, right. Yeah.
So overriding means the same method you have in your parent class, okay, and you are again rewriting that in your child class. So you can also write add the rate override, or if you forget this to write, still it is okay, no problem.
Okay.
But override always, like, we write this to, like, show someone that we are overriding, this method is overridden. Okay, it
Mm.
just shows that and nothing else. So we have discussed how to add data into list, how to restrict the list, okay, uh, how to sort the list in ascending and how to sort the list in descending, and list dot to array. To array means it is returning you the list as an array. Okay, it is returning you the list as an array. And if you print like this, it is just printing the list. See, it is printing the list. List means inside this square bracket. Okay, it is returning you the data. This is the symbol of a list. This is a symbol of a list, like this square bracket. Opening square bracket, closing square bracket is a symbol of list. It means this is a list. And list.to array means it is returning you the list as an array. To string, it is returning you the list as a string value. This is not a list. This is not an array. It is a string data. Okay, it is string data. This is list. See, this is list. To array, to string means you can see this as a string, like as a list, but this is not a list. It is a string value. See, if we want to store the data in string, what do you have to do? String str equal to list dot to string. Okay, and str. See, this is string value. Like if someone will ask you to convert a list into a string, how you can convert a list into string? Like this, list dot to string. Now this str contains a string value. It does not contain a list. It contains a string value. Is it okay? Or anyone has any doubt? Tell me how to convert a list into string. See, int arr equal to convert list to array. So we have list. Okay, this is the array, and we can add the data like this. See, int arr equal to new int. We have to write the size here. What will be the size? The size will be list dot size. Okay, so if the size is like 10 or 5, so we have created the array. Now for int I equal to 0, I less than list dot size I plus plus, sorry, I plus plus error I equal to list dot get index number I. As everyone knows that what is the use of this get method? Get means to get a specific element at this specific index, and after getting that specific element, we are storing it into this specific index. Now, if you want to print that, or int I equal to 0, I less than error dot length I plus plus system dot out dot println error I. Sorry, print. Okay, like print and plus space. Okay, see run Java. So it is printing 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 99, 15, 11, because we have list into this array. So it is printing the array element, like normal array. How we can print the array? Like array index number, array 0, array 1, array 2. What is the size of this array? As the size of the list. If the size of the list is 5, so the size of this array is 5, and 5 times we are getting the data into this array. Tell me if it is clear to everyone, or you have any doubt, like how we can how we are converting here a list into array. Tell me. Anyone has any doubt, or it is clear to everyone?
Clear, sir.
Other
Yes,
people, if it is clear or not? Okay, so we have discussed about the list, its restriction, sorting in descending order, also convert string into array, sorry, convert list into array like this. Okay, suppose if we want int comment line, you have to convert a list like this into array. Okay, so we have used everything except these properties. Okay, we have used everything except these properties. So you have to practice also, like all the things. I have not discussed everything, but you have to practice all the things. I have just like written the classes names. What classes are important for data structures, data science, machine learning, AI, project development, software development, like anything. Okay, everywhere you will be working with these classes. So let's discuss this properties. So properties is a class which we use to store data like key value pair. Okay, like key value pair. See, properties p equal to props equal to new properties. Okay, here we store data like as key value pair. Okay, see, props dot set property. What is the key? Key means like roll number 11. Okay, props dot set property name Vamsi. Props dot set property city Chennai. So we are storing data by key value pair. This is the key, this is the value. Okay, and suppose if you want to get the data from properties, we have stored the data as key value pair. Okay, now if you want to get the data, props dot get property. Okay, in get property you only have to pass the key, you don't have to pass the value. Just set the property as key value pair, and if you want to get the value, you just have to call the get property method and pass the key only. See, Vamsi, the name, city, see, Chennai. So this is properties class. In Spring Boot, you will always need to use this class. Whether you are working with XML data, JSON format, okay. This is called dictionary in Python. Okay, this is called dictionary in Python, and here we call it properties. In Java, we call it properties, but in Python, we call it dictionary. So you can set the properties like this key and value. This is the key, this is the value, this is the key, this is the value. And if you want to get a specific value, you just have to call the method by passing the key only. Is it clear to everyone, or you have any doubt? Tell me. Every time you will need this in software development. Any doubt, or it is clear to everyone? Tell me.
Yeah, clear.
So we have completed these classes, we have discussed these classes. You have to practice other methods also, and if you face any kind of problem, you can text me in the group. Okay, so these topics are related to like data structure, predefined classes, data structure predefined classes. uh, we will also be using these classes for data science machine learning things. Okay, like if you want to store data like this, key value. Okay, so you can use this. Now you all have to practice. Okay, you all have to practice all the classes which we have discussed so far. And from the next class, like there will be separate class for like core Java and data science topics, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So these classes are very important for almost everything related to software development. If you are working with data science things, data analytics, everywhere you will need these topics, like date class also. If you are developing any kind of application, any software like messaging app or any software, anything related to database, you want to store the data, you will need this date class. List, array list, and vector are almost same. List, array list, and vector. Collections are used to sort the data, and comparator are also used to sort the data in descending order. Properties is a predefined class used to store data like key value pair. Okay, like we can store like our email ID is vishal@gmail.com. Password is 401234. Mm, your IMAP Internet Mail Access Protocol, or like incoming mail server, smtp.gmail.com. And on internet also you will get like, see, Gmail incoming and outgoing mail server. We get the data like this. See, incoming mail server, imap.gmail.com. Required SSL, yes. Port number 993. Means port is the key, 993 is the value. Required SSL is the key, yes is the value. Incoming mail server is the key, imap.gmail.com is the value. Outgoing mail server is the key, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, is the key, smtp.gmail.com value. Port, key value, key value, key value, key value. So this key value kind of thing you will need everywhere. Okay, you will need it everywhere. So it was all related. Yes, Aman, बोलिए. अच्छा, okay. So
हेलो
I'll share you. हाँ अमन.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Good evening.
सर एक्चुअली मुझे पूछना था अभी नेक्स्ट टॉपिक्स क्या क्या होंगे अभी।
नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है हमारा ये कोर जावा में मल्टी थ्रेडिंग. ओके, एंड
ओके
मल्टी थ्रेडिंग के बाद फाइल हैंडलिंग इन जावा. बस फिर कोर जावा खत्म 2 क्लास में.
ओके सर, एंड देन
उसके बाद हमारा स्टार्ट होगा एसक्यूएल.
ठीक सर। तो अभी क्या सर मशीन लर्निंग जो आप कराओगे वो जावा से कराओगे?
हाँ, डेटा साइंस मशीन लर्निंग एआई, मतलब ये जो हमारा फुल स्टैक का जो कोर्स चल रहा है ये जावा से चल रहा है. एक होता है फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट इन जावा और एक होता है फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट इन पाइथन. ये जो चल रहा है फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट इन जावा चल रहा है, सब कुछ जावा पे होगा. आपको क्लाउड भी होगा जावा में, कि क्लाउड में अगर हम जावा
ओके,
पे एप्लीकेशन बना के कैसे डिप्लॉय करेंगे, एडब्ल्यूएस में, अज्योर
एडब्ल्यूएस में,
में,
हाँ।
सब कुछ, हाँ सारे चीजों में जावा, ये सब कुछ जावा पे है। पाइथन का अलग बैच है, वो अलग कोर्स होता है पाइथन का, उसमें जैंगो होता है, जैसे
यस
यहाँ
सर।
पे स्प्रिंग बूट होगा वहाँ पे जैंगो होगा।
तो
ठीक
सर
है,
उसके
ज्यादा टाइम नहीं
बैचेस कब
लगेगा,
से
हाँ
स्टार्ट होंगे?
यही बैच है ये, 9 से 10 डेली जो चल रहा है। 2 क्लास के बाद इनका स्टार्ट हो जाएगा एसक्यूएल। एसक्यूएल लगभग 4 से 5 क्लास चलेगा, वो खत्म हो जाएगा 4-5 क्लास में। 5 क्लास के बाद फिर फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट, एचटीएमएल सीएसएस जावास्क्रिप्ट, लगभग 12-15 क्लास चलेगा। उसके बाद सीधा बैकएंड स्प्रिंग बूट, फिर उस पर चलेगा रिएक्ट, रिएक्ट नेटिव। इसी के अंदर में हमारा सिलेबस अब ज्यादा हो चुका है। लाइक वी डिड नॉट हैव नेक्स्ट जेएस and React JS in syllabus. But now in our full stack development course, we have React JS, React Native, and Next.js also. So we have like added so many things are new syllabus. So we can complete all the things in like maximum next 2 or maximum 3 months. Minimum 2 and maximum 3 months. We can complete all the things like full stack development with including cyber security also, like identity and access management. That is called Spring Security here. In Spring Boot, we call that Spring Security. Okay.
यस सर।
So we will complete all the things in maximum 3 months, minimum 2 months. And we can also
ओके सर।
start working on the projects like after this uh, after this month, because in this month we can complete SQL and front end part.
ठीक।
Okay.
तो सर वो स्प्रिंग बूट में पेमेंट इंटीग्रेशन भी होगा?
सब होगा, पेमेंट इंटीग्रेशन, उसके बाद वेब आरटीसी, लाइक अगर आप ये माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स का जैसा सॉफ्टवेयर बनाना चाहते हो, ऑडियो कॉलिंग, वीडियो कॉलिंग, स्क्रीन शेयर, रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर देना, चैट करना, ये सब सब कुछ वेब आरटीसी से होगा। वेब आरटीसी, वेब रियल टाइम कम्युनिकेशन। वेब आरटीसी इज अ फ्री एंड ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्ट प्रोवाइडिंग वेब ब्राउजर्स एंड मोबाइल एप्लीकेशंस with real time communication via application programming interface, API के through. With WebRTC, you can add real-time communication capabilities to your application that works on top of an open standard. ठीक है, तो ये सीखेंगे हम लोग वेब आरटीसी, ये गूगल मीट, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स, ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर कैसे बनाना है, हाउ टू इंटीग्रेट पेमेंट, पेमेंट गेटवे, हाउ टू वर्क विथ गूगल मैप, लाइक इफ यू वांट टू build an application like Ola, Uber, then how we can build application like that? You have to use Google Map API. Okay, so we can also add APIs like this. Suppose GoDaddy.com. In many websites, you must have seen that you can sign in.
ओथ।
OAuth. Sign in using Apple, sign in using Facebook, sign in using Google. So you don't have to like provide the ID and password here. You can just directly sign in your other account, as this is the good ID, or like any other application, and you have your account in other application, so you can use that particular application to get into this application. So this GoDaddy will get the data from Google, Facebook, and Apple also. Okay, so we will also be working like this. We will not be like providing any HTML form to register. We just get all the data from other platforms you have signed in there. Like if you have Gmail account, we can get the data from Gmail. If you have Apple ID or Facebook ID, we can get the data from that. We can also use like yeah, OTP related things. Okay, because today it is like everywhere we get OTP in our WhatsApp. Okay, so you can also integrate WhatsApp for like OTP validation. Okay, so there are so many applications we can use, and you can also work with whatever you think whatever you need, whatever comes into your mind, like I can also use these things in our application, so you can do so, no problem. Like
Okay.
you can write whatever you think, everything is possible. It just depends on you that if you want to do that or not, but everything is possible if you know the development very well, if you know how to assemble the things. Like today everything is available in the market on the internet. You just have to get the things, get the API, call the API and assemble third party application or tools or features into your application. Okay, so API is like very powerful tool, so we have to work on APIs. But before everything, you have to know core Java very well. You have to be like expert in core Java. You have to know how to declare classes, how to configure like the properties, how getter setter works, how constructor works, how inheritance works, how to like handle exceptions at runtime, how multi-threading works, how to handling like how to handle uh, files in Java, like uh, every type of file, JSON file, XML file, PDF file, XML file, CSV file, Excel file, normal TXT file, audio file, image file, any kind of file. You have to work with like files in Java. You have to have like good command over Java. Core Java part. Core Java is like everything. It is like the main topic. Many people think that like without knowing the core Java, without being the expert of expertise in core Java, we can directly get into advanced Java. It is not possible because in the advanced Java there is nothing. Advanced Java means like if you talk about Spring Boot, it is just a framework. It is not a programming language. The framework is on top of any programming language. So Spring Boot is on Java. You have to know the Java very well. You have to know the core of the Java. Core means the grammar part. Class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, interfaces, packages, exception handling. You have to be master in all these topics. Then you can be master in advanced Java or like software development. If you think that core Java is basic thing, what to learn like in core Java, basic is like enough. Like if you know only 2 to 3 type of programs in array, you know the basic thing like how to create classes. Basic means you have to practice the things, you have to experience the things, like how classes work, how objects communicate with each other, how polymorphism work, how abstraction work, how to work with like how to handle exceptions at runtime, what is compile time polymorphism, how to work with files, how to work with data structures. You have to know the every method of vector class. You have to work with dates. You have to work with properties like predefined data structure classes. So you have to practice all the things, every topic, whatever is in core Java. Core is the important, core is the main topic. Core is not core, core is the main. Without knowing the core, you cannot be the expert in advance. Okay. Suppose if someone is there who does not have like knowledge of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so how he or she can work with integration, differentiation? You have to know the core part, the grammar part very well. Grammar is very important. Okay, so that's all for today. Whatever we have discussed so far, like we have completed total 16 class, I guess. Yeah, 16. And next 2 classes we will be completing the core part, like core Java and data structures. As data structures, we will not be like doing all the things, as I have already told you that which classes are important for like predefined data structures. Okay, so everyone just practice all the things very well, because if you don't know these basic things, you will not be master in software development, in API development. You will not be able to understand anything in API. because everything is related to the core part, the basic thing. Basic is not basic, always remember. It is the main. Okay. So that's all for today. Let's connect tomorrow.
Hello.
Vishal,
Yes, Gagan.
you're not sure yesterday's notes and WhatsApp.
Yesterday's note. Uh,
Yeah,
okay, no problem. I'll share this today.
and the videos are again not getting downloadable, Vishal. Since day before yesterday, I guess.
Mm, okay, I'm trying to share
Okay,
it today. Okay,
okay. Thank you.
let's see if it is like downloadable or not. Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Huh.